So if you're like me, you have a need to know things. I've spent the better part of my adult life acquiring information to gather information so I can know more, do more, be more. And I've spent a large part of the last few years unlearning that information. It's a level of unbecoming the person I was trying to become through knowledge, and it was almost like an identity. But there is value in knowing things, and the problem with us asking questions is that it's often coming from a place of lack or a place of the ego to fulfill itself. So when I say I need to know, that is coming from the small self. So the I is the small I here. I, ego, needs to know this. And ultimately, it's the answer that you're looking for to solve the space that that question created. Meaning, if you were to sit down with a problem, something that you've been trying to solve for a while, with a question, and you presented that question and felt the energy of it, chances are, if you haven't gotten your answer yet, there's a lot of energy wrapped around that question. The only way to get your answer is to allow that energy to fully be expressed, meaning you sit with it, you bring up the question, you feel it, and you allow it to be there until the energy that is, until it runs its course. And when you do, when it finally runs its course, and I've brought this up in other videos, it's like letting your dog out in the backyard. Let it run its course. Let it run through the yard, smell things, chase squirrels. Let it be its own nature. And that's kind of the energy that's there, is it's its own nature. You're just allowing that energy to be expressed, to let it run its course. And when it does, the answer will appear. It's a pretty phenomenal way of operating. But I do warn you that the answer that you get might create more questions. So it could be a slippery slope or a deep rabbit hole. But ultimately, knowing that almost all answers are all going to come back to you and the things that you need to work through and need to heal. So you may want to know something about something outside of you. Chances are, at the end of these questions, it's going to be about you and your ability to work through the things that are standing in the way of that. So even your knowledge of outside things will always come back to you. Thanks for watching.